Hi friends, it's Julia. I am here with my February 2023 Counterfeit Kit Challenge Kit. This month's kit is inspired by the Cocoa Daisy February 2022 kit called Elegance Blooms. It is a floral heavy kit with bright summery colors. Lots of aquas and pinks, little pops of oranges and greens. And so I went through my stash, and of course, you guys know me, I have an overabundance of Close to My Heart as one of my pattern paper collections that I absolutely adore. Anything close to my heart I love. So I went through and I found the Zoe collection. It's a workshop on the go scrapbooking kit that I've had from forever ago. You got with it enough paper and supplies to create a 2-page or 4-page layout. So here's the first 2 pages you could create, and then here are the other 2 pages. So you could create this one and then create this one. So you got enough in here to make 4, plus you had a lot of supplies left over. This kit was from the annual catalog in 2016. Yep, been sitting on my shelf that long. Yes, it has. So what I have opted to do is I have opted to pull it in this month and use it. I have not to date used this collection at all. So let me move those over to the side. I'll show you the cardstocks I got. There is a gray, an orange. That almost looks like the color Smoothie, but I'm not gonna say for certain. These look like maybe heavenly blue, maybe sky blue. I don't remember. And then of course White Daisy. There's 4 sheets of this one, 2 of this one, and 1 each of the gray and the orange. Pattern paper wise, it came with this sheet. The back side is that blue houndstooth here. And you also get these, I think Close to My Heart calls them zip strips, that you can cut that off and use it for additional embellishment. Next up is this beautiful multicolor. All those triangle type shapes mixed in. And then this is the opposite side with these almost arrow looking shapes. And then you get this gray grid. I do like that. And on the back of that is this green with a dot. Okay, so along with this kit came a couple of sheets of stickers. These are embellishments. I'm not sure what all's in here. There's little bits and pieces of flowers, but they seem to all be like, well, there's vellum in here and they're on craft color. So I might add some craft color cardstock to here. I'm not 100% certain yet. And this Zoe assortment. And these are faceted images with a faceted clear stone over the top of it. Super cute little images, but they're rather bumpy. I don't know, can you see how bumpy that is? That's a little too lumpy bump for me for a scrapbook page. So I don't think I'm going to use these on my scrapbook pages. I know I'm not. I might try to mimic these somehow or another with some other stamps and things that I have though. And try to replace those images because I'm not going to use these. They're just too lump and bump. Now if I were making a frame or something, I could see using them on a frame. That would be cool. Anywho, and then this is the stamp set that came with the collection. And I think I've used it a couple of times on other projects, but just not on a scrapbooking project with this kit. So that's everything that I have with Chantilly. And I know that I'm not going to use those. Those are going to go into my do not want bin. So here's where I'm starting. And y'all know You already know, I don't have to tell you, this is not enough. As I was going through my collection packs, I had another collection that was partially used, but I had purchased it multiple times, and I thought, why not see if I can pull that in? And it's the Chantilly collection, and it was a Workshop Your Way that I purchased, and it was from 2013, the Spring Summer catalog in 2013. And you can see these are a lot of my scraps in here that I have. I've used the heck out of it. So what I have left of this, here is the pattern paper. Now I also had the Picture My Life cards to go with, and this was the intro paper for that. So the back side is all pocket pages, but they're attached to here, right? So that's going to be part of my collection, and I could use it either way. I could use it as a 12 by 12 and just put my photos on any of those squares, or journaling or whatever, right? As far as pattern paper goes, I have a couple of sheets left of this paisley with bird and feather images. There's the front side, there's the back side, that green out of some sort of geometric image. Anywho, so I have those. Okay, then I have a partial piece. It's almost a full piece. So I'm going to pop that in right there too. Let me just put it right on top of that. Move it all the way over. I have this yellow piece, and I only have one of these left. I have this piece, blue and yellow and some teal with some pink and red and a little bit of blue on the back. I only have one of those. And then at some point I had added in this sheet of paper, and this is really old close to my heart because the branding is on the paper itself, and that's how they used to do their thing. Before they put the branding strips, they made these exactly 12 by 12, but one side, the B side, always had the branding on them. Y'all, this is a Christmas paper. Yeah. And I still have a couple of sheets of that, and I think there might even be some in my color drawer because I bought that kit over multiple times too. I made, oh, that was back in the day when I made a gajillion Christmas cards. But if you see, if I put it here, the greens match. But if I put it up here with this, the greens also match. So I'm going to leave it in. And if you look between here and here, the yellows, the blues, there's some orange, there's this dark blue along this page, but there's gray up here. So, I mean, it works out. This is, again, another Christmas paper. That was the front side, and then that's the back side, and it's close to my heart because there's my little branding. And if you look, we have those pops of color up in here, almost a fuchsia type pink color, and same down here with this color. You can see there's little bits and pieces in here that go along. So I'm going to leave this in as well. I don't have any cardstock with this set, but I do have my scraps, and you can see I have different colors in here. I have some teal, and I have some more turquoisey type color, and of course white or pink or any color like that would go as well. I did have a few leftover embellishments. I had these assortments. They're almost like brads, but they're without the prongs on them, right? A flare. They're flat backs, right? They have a little adhesive dot on the back of them. They're very light. They are textured, but they're not as thick as those other textured pieces, and so I'm fine with using these. These aren't any thicker than flare, whereas those others were like twice as thick as flare. But you can see when you hold it up here, I can take that off, the colors work. I mean, they work with either collection. I have these floral bits. They are Just Blooms Paper Shapes Paradise. So I don't even think they actually went with this collection. I may have pulled them to this collection if Paradise is the name of them, but they match remarkably well. It has all the same colors. Instead of having a lighter orange, it has a deeper orange in it, but it works. This is a little bit brighter blue than maybe this one, but it works okay here. I mean, so I can use them interchangeably, right? I can put these flowers with either of these collections and they will work. So I've got those to use. And then I have a couple of chipboard pieces that have multiple images left in here. As you can see, I have a ton of stuff in here. They're smaller things mostly, but they're still usable. And so I want to plan, or I'm planning on using those completely up this go around. And if y'all know me, you know it ain't enough, because I'm just that person. I overdo, I overcreate when I make these kits up, but I like to have the choices in my room narrowed down to a kit, but I like to have a lot of excess in that kit so I don't feel like I'm lacking for anything. I don't want to have to go to my stash to find anything, right? So I'm going to tell you, I'm probably going to add some additional cardstock in here, probably black or that very, very dark deep blue that's there. I did find the Picture My Life cards, and I have used a couple of these over the years. Y'all, look at that. Look how many are there. That's like tantamount to Becky Higgins. I was looking at them, and I had them all in a pocket page sleeve, so I just pulled them all out. But there's 3 of those, 3 of those, 3 of those, 3, 3, 3. And you can see, I mean, I'm telling you, I have all of these cards. And I can make, like, I can fussy cut that flower image and make a embellishment. I can cut out Adventure from this piece. I can cut out Daring. I can cut out Awaits Thee or Girls. I can cut out any portion of that and use it. I can cut out these hearts. I can cut out the bird. I can cut out that paisley florally piece, the butterfly, these geometric images, another floral bit, this tag bit. This is a speech bubble on here. I can fussy cut the word my or always my or little girl. There's an image. There's lots of journal spot. There's an owl. So sweet, these images. And then the 4x6 cards. You get one side that's mostly journal and then the other side that can be used as a filler. Look, if I wanted to, I could leave this as is, or I could fussy cut all those flowers out and that bird out and have embellishments. Same with that little angel. Same with the umbrella. Same there. These are amazing to use for additional embellishments. And then these are the horizontal ones. Hello world. That's so pretty. That's just like the inspiration piece. Pretty, pretty. Look at that sun. Can you see that on there? So pretty. And a bicycle and sparkle. I can see adding that to a page and then putting bling or sequins all over that. So that's everything I have as far as pocket page cards. Now that I have these all stacked up, I have to show y'all. Do you see that? Do you see this? Look at how many are there. That's bigger than a deck of cards, so I'm sure there's more than 52 in there. Yeah, tons and tons of embellishments to play with. And y'all know, it's not enough. So I thought, let me add some alphabets in. I'm going to go through my stash. I'm going to find some alphabet sets. This is a set from Sophia, but it is green and pink, and if I put it right here between these two, you can see the greens and the pinks will go. So I pull that in. Oh, speaking of Sophia, when I pulled that letter set out, I remembered I have a project ongoing in here that I might work on. It's got all these Sophia, it's to make a mini book. So it's got the Sophia papers down, and I just have to finish that out. So that might get accomplished this month. But there's some extra stickers in here. There's extra papers. I have any number of things in there. But all of these things, you see the pinks, the oranges, the greens. If I put those next to those papers, I think they'll work. So I've got all of this stuff over to the side that I may pull in. There's some cardstocks in here. There's some scrap papers. Yeah, there's tons of stuff to play with in there. So I went through, and you know, I always try and pick a metallic color. Like if I'm going to pull in sequins or glitter tape or metals of any sort, I want a metallic color, either gold or silver, to go with, because those, I mean, I could choose copper or rose gold or whatever color you want to call it, or varying shades, but I don't have tons of embellishments and supplies for those colors. What I have an abundance of is silver and gold. So I went to my stash, of course, and I pulled in this silver freckled fawn letter sticker. And I actually have 2 sheets here. And so I added that. And I have this gray tone of small letter sticker. And for this one, I don't know when it came from, what month it came from. But these are light gray with a dark gray letter. And of course, with that, I think that will work. I found these Amy Tan Remarks letters. I purchased them in 2016 at Tuesday Morning. I don't know when they're from originally, but they're old. I've had them for a long time. Again, same thing. Colors will match. So I pulled those. I found these that I purchased in 2020 at Tuesday Morning. These are Thicker's Little Adventure, and I do have 2 sets of these. Again, I think the colors work really well. And this set from Remarks called Highline. Did that one have a name? Skip, I guess. This one is Highline. And I purchased it at Hobby Lobby when it went on clearance for $2.87. So, there are all of my letter sets. I went through my Freckled Fawn kits, and I thought, well, let me pull in some supplies from there. Something that will match what I already have here without having to pull in a ton of additional embellishments. So first thing I came across was from May of 2021, and because the primary collection had hearts, it made me think of these, and I went on a hunt actually because I remembered I had these bright tone hearts, chipboard hearts in my collection somewhere. So I found them, and they were from May 2021. How perfect are those? To me, they work beautifully because they match both sets really well, right? So I have 2 random ones of those. This kit in and of itself from May 2021 had some lovely embellishments. Washi strips, labels, wood veneer, enamel dots. It had it all. So here are the wood veneer stars. These are the enamel dots. Here are the washi strips. Here are the labels. And here are the letter stickers in black. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of those already, right? Because I ordered a grab bag, and that's how I got an additional set of these. And I got an additional set of labels. and I got an additional set of alphabets, 2 sets of alphabets, another set of labels, another set, 2 sets of washi strips, and then these are the Traveler's Notebook pages from that collection. So there's this pink with some teal and a floral image on it that looks like it's stamped, and then the back is yellow. Very geometric shape there. So there's 2 of those. This one with a, I don't know, it almost looks like a tooth pattern with the zigzags up and down in teal, and the back side is dots. That same floral bit with green and teal. And then the back side says, "Hey you." And then I have this geometric shape with green, and the back side is this black plaid. So I have all of that to work with, right? From one Freckled Fawn kit. Well, they were from multiple like grab bags and such, but yeah. It started off with just a simple embellishment kit, but because all of this was together in my stash, I kept it together. So I have all of this to play with. I didn't stop going through my Freckled Fawn embellishments. I found this set from June of 2020, and I have used this one before, but I have a ton left over, it looks like. And so I pulled it into here. I have a wood veneer that says "Hello Sunshine." I have enamel dots. I have 2 sets of those. I must have had 2 kits of this at one point. Or maybe I got an extra set in a grab bag. I have washi strips. I have labels. And I have these green letter stickers. I have 2 sheets of those. Yeah, 2. But if I hold them up here, they're going to match really well, guys. And so they're doable as well. And I was still looking because obviously that's not enough. So I pulled in an additional set of Freckled Fawn embellishments. This set had this alphabet set, and there's 3 sets here. But they have teals and greens along with the white background. And so there's multiple sets there. And I think that will work with all of it. I have enamel dots. I have a wood veneer with the year 2020, and I have some washi strips that I think will work both ways. This one has black on it, so you know, you could put it with these other black alphabets. You could have it work any way you want. So then I decided I was going to go through my Freckled Fawn bin and find just some random stuff. So I found these label stickers. I found these label stickers in silver. And I found this sheet with 1 random label on it. So I definitely need to get that used. I also found these puffy stickers, and these have hearts and stars on them, and they're in the colors of the kit. Green, blue, and orange and yellow. That was it from Freckled Fawn. Nope. There were these. I purchased these through Freckled Fawn, and they're just called Colorful Butterflies. But I saw the pinks and the teals in here, and I thought that has to work. So I pulled them in. I think they're acetate maybe. So I'll cut those down and make those work somehow. Then I went through my enamel dot or bling drawer, and I found these enamel dots in pink. I found these in a glittery green. Goal is to use like that package up when there's only just a few in there. These with silver glitter. These hot pink, but if I lay it next to this paper, they just fade in because they're the same color. I have 3 black ones. I have these pink and red and silver. These pink and off-white. These gray and off-white. These pink, fuchsia, and purple colors. These are red, peach, and pink. And then these are from Freckled Fawn as well, and they're multicolored. But that's not it. I went through my metal drawer, and I found this set of Chickanitty brads in all the right colors. I found this set of Close to My Heart brads in all the right colors. I found this set of basil with green. I don't know that I will use all of these up, but my goal is to definitely use all of those. And then I found some random flair. Some of these match very well. Some of them are just a sort of match. And that's okay. I'm good with that. Not everything matches in every collection, because in the photos that you have, people wear all different colors. Next, I went to my sequin drawer and I found these. These are from Felicity Jane. And the green, the white, and the pink. I think that's a perfect match. I'll be able to use those. I found some acrylic pieces. These are Close to My Heart marquee enamel shapes. I would love to get this package used up. These are Elle Studio. It says Crazy, Perfect, Better, and Me on here. And these are Studio Calico. They're little stars, blue acrylic stars. And I have a few of these left. I had a huge package full, and this is what I have left. Quite literally 4. So I want to try and get those used up this go around. Finally I went to my wood drawer, my wood veneer drawer, and I pulled in these arrow shapes. And I pulled in these birds. And I'll pull in some white paint, I think, to paint these. Or maybe some blue or some yellow or some orange paint or pink to color those. I don't think I'm going to leave them wood veneer color. And then I finally found these, because you remember that 3x4 pocket page card that had the owl on it? Yeah, I pulled these wood veneer owls that I have. And this is rather large, and so are these, so I figured it would work. So that's why I pulled those. That's it. That's everything I have pulled into my kit. Now, I do reserve the right to pull in additional things if I want to. Not sure that I would want to with a kit this size, but I might need something else. So anyway, this is where I'm starting. Yeah, I would love to know what you think about a kit, especially one this size, y'all. Some of this stuff is pretty old, so I'd love to know, do you have any of your old Close to My Heart papers? Do you have the Chantilly set? Do you have the Zoe set of papers or embellishments or partial bits and pieces of those left? Or what about the Sophia? Oh my gosh, I don't even know what year this is from. I don't have the bag labeled on this one because I had it in a project bin. It's old. Anywho, guys, I appreciate you being here. I'll try and get some close-ups of all these embellishments so that you can see them at the end of the video and get, pause and get a close-up if you want it. So you know everything that I'm going to play with. Anyway, guys, once I start creating with this stuff, I don't always remember to tell you the manufacturer, or I refer back to this video a lot. So, yeah, I hope that isn't bothersome too much to you guys, because I try and identify everything as I go through, with the exception of those random bits and pieces that I may not know where they came from. Like these bits and pieces, I have no idea where those flare are from, but they ended up in my collection, and so I want to get them used up. Anyway, friends, I will see you on the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.